Okay, Paul with you once again, and we're looking at guitars that you can get hold of for less than $500. The next one in my little setup is I'm sure you recognise the fabulous Fender Telecaster. It's a shape that's been around since they designed it in 1952. It was called the Broadcaster. They changed the name, but they didn't change the shape. And I guess the main change since the early days of this is where they manufactured them, and that's the point of all of this, is that I have in my hands one that was made in the mid-1990s, but it was made in Mexico. Now there's a lot of, as far as I'm concerned, pretty much guff about the ones that were made in Mexico. They say the pickups were really bad in them, you had to throw them out, that the work wasn't quite as good as the ones that are made in America, which I agree. I mean, you know, you can't get better than an American-made Tele. But having said that, you can find some of these, and I'd certainly put this one in this category, that are just superb guitars. This one's never failed me. It works perfect. The electronics, I haven't changed much on it. I did do a setup, of course. I had to muck around with the harmonics, but apart from that, this is a great guitar, and it's a great first electric guitar. I'd certainly recommend you get a Fender made in Mexico as opposed to a Squire or any of the other ones that are out there, simply because you can keep it. You know, you can. It's the sort of guitar that is a keeper. I've got an amp on the other side of the room. We'll have a little bit of a crank and see what it sounds like for you. I've got a fair amount of distortion on it at the moment, so. You get the idea. It's easy to play. It's you know, it's got a beautiful action on the guitar. And here's the good news: you can pick these up still for less than $500. You've just got to go on eBay, type in Fender Telecaster, and set your parameters so that the price is less than $500, and you'll find plenty of them out there. And then it's just a question of being lucky. You know, I'd say your odds are about sort of 1 in 3 of getting a good one. There's a lot of people who say that some of them are inferior, and it depends on what year and etc, etc. But the best bet is to first off just get out there and try and find one, and see how you go. But highly recommended, certainly anything by Fender. And of course, if you're rich, you'll be running around trying to find an L series from the 1960s, something like that.